Clairvoyant Jess here for Thankful Thursday. We're going to hope that maybe I get to this video without dogs barking. So just going to go ahead and be clear that we've got a guest dog here, and it's made things a little bit more exciting. So any barking, I'm not going to change and re-record this because we'll just have to work through that. So we're going to pray and keep our fingers crossed that's going to work out for us. So if I want to go ahead and get going with this, and also just wanted to just give a little bit of a message in regards to the energy that's going on right now. You know, there is a lot of really intense energy going on. It is leaving people feeling very emotional, very drained, a lot of just feeling like they can't complete their thoughts, and really struggling right now in all types of ways. So I just want to encourage y'all to make sure that right now you're grounding your energy. Remember to please be patient and don't be so quick to judge everybody else and be all snappy. That was just something that Spirit was laying on my heart to kind of, I guess, relay that message to everybody this week, that it is a very exhausting energy. It is a very trying energy, and just ground your energy, be patient, and breathe. I'm going to do the same thing myself, so don't worry. Anyways, so if you chose number one, which was like the red one, then the message that you have for the week is to simplify. So it's to take a moment to check in with yourself, and are you as vital and energetic as you'd like to be? If is your thinking clear and focused, or at times is it dull and confused? Like I was just talking about. Anyways, are you feeling light and eager, or burdened and lethargic? There is a heaviness in your body, mind, or emotions, and it often is a sign of too much input. So too much work, too many appointments, and even too much recreation can actually dull our enthusiasm and deplete our vitality. So this week, look to see what modifications you can make in your daily routine to simplify your life and streamline your schedule. As I said, this is actually it's actually a deck that is really interesting because it comes with assignments to kind of help you with making some adjustments for yourself and for your own self-love. So your self-love assignment, if you chose number one, was to look at your schedule for the next 30 days and notice how many activities and commitments are on your calendar that fall under the category of shoulds, obligations, or have-tos. Now see what one activity you can maybe take out of your schedule that would actually give you some relief and simplify your life. Your self-love assignment is actually for this week to streamline your schedule by letting go of something that is not essential. So take the extra time to do something nice for yourself. I hope that helps y'all, and I hope that resonates for if you chose number one. If you chose number two, then the message for you is the love you need. So we all actually yearn for, different expressions of love in different times in our lives. So sometimes we need acceptance, and sometimes we need gentleness, and other times we crave passion and adventure. And although we often look to others to give us the love that we need, the highest act of self-love is to actually learn how to give it to ourselves. And it's so, so true. When we take the time to listen to the desires of our hearts, and we actually nurture ourselves from the inside out, by giving ourselves the love that we need, we no longer look to others to complete us. So, and I think this is super important, and I think for people that are constantly putting themselves on the back burner, this is such a, it's so easy for us to do, and then we can always make excuses as to why we do it. But honestly, everything that we say is literally just that. It's an excuse. If you don't take care of yourself, then you're saying to yourself, I don't care about myself enough to actually do anything for me. When you're constantly putting everyone else in front of you, you're not giving yourself what you need. And we can only fill from that cup for so long before that cup is empty. And then we're just in a pattern of chaos. So For the next 5 days, your assignment is to take some time each morning, or even in the evening. I don't really give a shit, whichever one you feel like is the best working for you. And take some deep breaths into the area around your heart. And as you breathe in, notice any feelings or emotions that are present. And then asking yourself, what is the love that I need right now? Is it acceptance? Is it, gentleness? Is it, but acknowledge and respect the feelings that you're having. If that one's not a comfortable exercise for you, another one that you can do when it comes to, I guess, when this type of thing is even just making a conscious act each day to do one thing for yourself. I don't care if it's 5 minutes. I don't care how long you choose, especially if you're ignoring it right now. Choose one thing. Take a bath, brush your hair, whatever it is that you're possibly not doing for yourself now. Choose one thing and add it to your schedule and make that time for yourself so that you can kind of show yourself that you are worthy of taking care of yourself and doing those things for yourself. Now, if you chose number 3, then your message for today is forgive. So resentments drain our vital energy. They act like actually a barrier around our hearts, and it prevents us from receiving all the love that we desire. So holding on to our resentments actually restricts the amount of success, vitality, and abundance that we're able to receive. So the mere mention of the person's name that can anger you or ruin your mood or steal your joy. To find forgiveness, we must actually look for the wisdom that's actually hidden in the hurtful events of the past. And let me tell you, I know it is hard. Trust me. And once we receive the lesson of any upsetting experience, whether it be forgiveness, it can unfold naturally. And forgiveness lightens our hearts and it liberates our souls. Just to tell you a story, I've had times that, I have really struggled with forgiveness. And I've had times that I've really struggled with forgiveness. And I have had times that I have really struggled with being able to let go of certain situations. Trust me, I was the queen of holding a grudge. I could hold a grudge on somebody until 10 years after they were dead and would not even care. But I realized that really what I was doing was I was harming myself, not anybody else. So just really think about that process and think about the fact of what you're holding on to and why. So your self-love assignment is to think about someone that you've been maybe harboring a grudge with, and make sure to picture that person and face them in your mind and allow yourself to feel the weight of carrying that resentment. Allow yourself to see what would be available to you if you made the powerful choice to forgive that person. Would you have more love? Would you have more freedom, more peace, more success, or more power? What would it feel like to be able to be free of this grudge? Now, I will tell you that I know that sometimes to forgive someone face to face is more toxic than it is for you to actually, and to be able to actually, I guess, resolve that situation. Or possibly that person is no longer living. So you're like, how in the hell do I say I'm sorry to somebody that's no longer alive? Again, it goes back to just picturing the person in your mind. Think of all the different things that you're holding on to that's weighing you down and burdening you. And I want you to literally look at that person and say, I forgive you for what you did to me. And I forgive myself for any part that I played in it. And don't tell me that there's any bullshit about I didn't play a part, da 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 da. There is always a part that we play. Whether, there's a way, somehow, some way that we have, there's a part that involved us. And then I just make the simple statement of, I now release this, and I'm no longer going to allow it to hold on to me. It does not mean that you forgot the experience. It doesn't mean that you don't remember what happened, but it means that you're forgiving that and letting it go so that it no longer holds a toxic emotion in your body and your life anymore. I hope that these actually were kind of interesting for y'all. I hope you enjoy doing the assignments and trying those out. I would love to hear your feedback, to hear kind of how you think that they go for you, and just kind of pop a comment in as to how you feel about it. And I hope that you all have a great week. I will see y'all tomorrow for the message that I have for the week. That is just my spirit topics that I'm sharing. So I hope y'all all have a great night.